In any migration, there are few steps involved which are actually generalized. And the strategy and the tactics and the things are a little bit different as per the target or the destination. Hello everyone, my name is Arun, and today we are going to talk about migration to cloud, specifically Azure, and the entire process. What all phases are involved as per Microsoft, and how to achieve those things. A simple workflow to understand the process of migration to Azure. Okay, so migration to Azure is divided into 4 phases generally. So let me write down the name of all the phases. First is SS. Okay, then we have migrate phase, and then we have, you must be wondering, migration is done, then what phase is there? Well, of course, there are other phases which will actually help you to utilize your cloud thing. Okay, so we have optimize. You need to optimize your workloads as per the cloud to have the maximum benefit out of this migration and the continuous process of your workload, running of your workload in the cloud. And the last one is secure, and how you're going to manage it. So in any cloud migration, these are the steps which are involved. Okay. Assess, migrate, optimize, and secure and manage your workloads in the cloud. So as per the name, you were getting an idea, of course, like assess means you need to assess your current environment wherever it is, maybe on VMware or Hyper-V or physical server, let's say on-premises environment. And then you need to come up with the strategy to migrate it. And once it's been migrated, you need to optimize it as per the cloud capabilities. And then you need to secure your environment and find out the way to manage it, because you are going to run your environment in the cloud. That's a whole soul story of this flow. So let's talk about each and every step in a very brief, because this is the entire series that we are talking about. In next videos, we'll cover each and everything as per the Microsoft Azure. All right. So to start with any migration, now here, let me be very clear. We are not getting into the discussions with customer, business officials, and pre-sales thing. But just the next step, once the customer is all ready to move to the cloud and your company got a sale and your SOW is signed and everything is done. So what actually happens then? Then you involve in the discovery first. So this assess is actually, you can say, discover and assess. Okay. So if I need to talk about a little bit on that, you need to know, right? You need to know what actually you are migrating, what is all there in the on-premises. You should have all inventory of physical and virtual servers and their dependencies with you. You should be aware about all the workloads which is there in the on-premises. Because if you started your migration and you figure out there are so many dependencies involved which are not moved or not even in the inventory, then it will create a lot of issues for you guys. Okay, so you need to figure out, let me write down a few things here that will help us summarize it later. So what we need to discover, we need to discover inventory, complete inventory, let's put it that way. Like you should be aware about everything which is there in the on-premises and how they are connected, their dependencies. And let me write down dependencies of workloads. Okay. Now Once you have discovered everything, only then you can go ahead and do the assessment, right? Once you have everything, figure out what you have on your on premises, then you can relate it how it would look like on the cloud. Whether these machines are cloud ready or not. If they are not ready, what else you can do to make them ready and compatible with the cloud? Those kind of things, that kind of assessment. So do all that, okay? To perform these tasks, we do have many tools available, but here we are talking about Azure specific. So let's dig around the native tools available for discovery and assessment with no cost involved. Okay, so we have uh, Azure Migrate. That's a unified hub, a centralized hub for everything that is migration related in a single pane. So we have Azure Migrate server migration. This can help you, okay? This can help you to do the discovery and the assessment end-to-end process. The entire discovery can be done with the help of Azure Migrate. It is agentless, agent-based. Everything is involved here. We'll talk about the tools in the later videos, but we have the native tool available with the help of which we can do the discovery of entire inventory, their dependencies, and assess as per cloud, okay? Which involve cost, storage, compute, disk, and everything. Okay, and this assessment can be happen as per the performance that your compute is giving to you, rather than using the same sizes uh, on the cloud. So we can say performance based, or you can also choose as per on premises or as per on-prem. So we all know in on-premises we don't have that scope that we can increase the size whenever we want. So we tend to take the bigger size of the VM that is as compared to the actual need of the VM. Just to keep in the mind in future we may need to increase it. So we can choose the performance-based assessment where we can use those VM sizes in the cloud, which is actually good enough to perform as per the performance history of the on-premises machine. So this is what the discovery and assessment means, and we have Azure Migrate Server Migration Tool, which is a wonderful tool and gives you absolute transparency, visibility, and dashboard to do your assessment and discovery. We do have other tools like Map, Microsoft Assessment Toolkit, and we do have virtual machine readiness tool. Okay, if you want to do that individually, you can use those tools as well. Okay, now once you are done with your discovery, with the help of discovery and the cloud, you come up with the assessment like this is how it should be. You made your move groups, all the machines as per the dependencies, you're moving them together, everything is done. Now comes the migrate phase, where we need to come up with the strategy which would work as per the assessment or the customer requirement. So there are like so many strategies around. We'll discuss those strategies maybe in the next video. But here you need to understand in migrate phase, we need to come up with the plan, like how we gonna migrate to the cloud. This is the actual migration, which is not a big deal. What is a big deal is actually coming out with the correct discovery and assessment. On the basis of assessment and discovery, come out with the migrate plan is not that tough. So we have six uh, 6R strategy for migration. Okay, we'll discuss about it in the next video. It has like rehost, replatform, re-architect, retire, retain, those kind of things that we can take a idea from these kind of strategies and come up with the plan. Okay, so we let's suppose, just to make it very clear, let's suppose we have to do lift and shift migration. This is what the most of the time that I have seen, though there could be any other kind of migrations as well, but this is the best way to make the customer understand like this is how it should be, and it would not be any changes, there should not be any challenges. And once it is there in the cloud, then you can keep on advancing your modernizing your application and keep using the new capabilities of the cloud. Okay, so let's suppose we have to do the lift and shift migration. Means strategy is decided, it is rehost. Now we need to confirm the tool by which we can perform this task. We can accomplish this task without any issues. Now, in Azure, we have Azure Migrate Server Migration tool, which can provide you uh, free of cost migration. There are like few days. You can also go for ASR, which provides a free of migration for 31 days. You can use this tool for the migration purpose. You can also use third-party tools, ISV, which is already integrated with the Azure Migrate. We do have other third-party tools like River, Meadow, Cloud Amaze, okay, Spin, those kind of tools you can use to actually move your workload from on-premises to the Azure. Now, once you have everything is set up on the Azure, everything is migrated. Now, the phase comes is the optimize phase. So, what is the optimize phase? Where we need to optimize whatever we have migrated as per the cloud to have the maximum benefit that we can get uh, after coming to the cloud. Okay. All right. So how can we get the maximum benefit once we are in the cloud? The very first thing, as we talked about during the assessment, usually we take a bigger size in on-premises as compare to the requirement, so that we need not to go ahead and purchase the hardware again and again. But in cloud, that's none of your concern. You can simply increase the size whenever you want. So you can see whether are you using the bigger size of the machine as compared to the actual requirement of the need, whether this CPU or this big machine is actually in use. If it is not, you can decrease the size and save the money. Those kind of things. You can optimize your environment. This is the optimize phase, where you would continuously monitor your workloads to improve it. Now, things that we do in this phase, I talked about the cost optimization. We can say cost optimization. What we do to do that, we do the continuous monitoring. Okay, monitor the cost and see how to optimize it, and we could use like Azure Advisor to accomplish this task. This is a tool, native tool provided by Azure, free of cost, which will guide you how to save the money. If there is a machine which is not utilized even 5%, it will pinpoint those machines. You can decrease the sizes and things like that. You can also uh, use the you can also manage your cloud spend with transparency and accuracy using Azure Cost Management. Okay, it is there in Azure free of cost. You can go, it's a native tool, and check around like who is spending, what is spending, everything. It's so transparent and so granular. And also you can also save with Azure offers, like Azure hybrid benefit. Okay, and RIs, those are reserve instances. Now we have the disk reservations as well, where you need to pay upfront, or maybe half, or maybe monthly, doesn't matter, but you reserve it and you have to pay a lot lesser than the regular prices. What else you do in optimize phase? You monitor the performance and ensure you are meeting your migration goal. Okay, we can say continuous monitoring. And the last point is very interesting, where uh, Azure says money that you manage to save by doing all those things coming to the cloud, you should reinvest it. Reinvest. You should reinvest it to add more cloud capabilities by migrating additional workloads or modernizing existing workload and improve cloud management in Azure. Right? That's a good point. Why just stick to the what you have right now? You can, though, if you can go ahead and build more capabilities, modernize your existing workloads, save and be cloud friendly using the new capabilities, making your application great. Now, let's come to the last phase, which is known as secure and manage. Now, as of now, you can see like we have come to the last phase of the migration, and what all we have covered till now. We discovered the machine, we did the assessment, we migrated, we have optimized our environment as per the best we can do with the help of all the tools provided by Azure and with our continuous monitoring and reinvestment. Now the thing comes, which is like very critical and very important. You gotta secure your workloads and you need to manage it, because now you are going to stay with the cloud, right? So you gotta manage it. You need to come up with the best management policy. Now to secure, okay, to secure your virtual machine application and data, Azure provides so many services. Okay, and you can totally rely on those services. Let's talk about those features. The very first is Azure Security Center. Okay, now Azure Security Center is a unified cloud security management and advanced threat protection across your hybrid cloud workloads, not just the cloud, but the hybrid cloud workloads. Uh, Gain full visibility into and control over the security of cloud applications in Azure, quickly detect and respond to threats, and reduce your exposure to enabling adaptive threat protections. It will also help, it will go ahead and do the continuous assessment and let you know whether your application needs to enable the WAF, whether your disk needs to be encrypted or your storage needs to be encrypted, those kind of things. So it is a unified cloud security management, and it helps you a lot. Okay. Now, to avoid costly business disruptions, meet compliance goals, and help secure your cloud application data against ransomware and human error by backing up your apps in Azure, Azure Backup gives you a cost-efficient built-in solution that is easy to deploy. Okay, that will help you to manage Azure backups. You can also use this for the on-premises workload as well. And it just a few steps away, you need not to do anything. Okay, just opt for the resource and you are ready to go. Now track the health and performance of your cloud apps, infrastructure and data with Azure Monitor. Okay, we do have inbuilt Azure monitoring, log analytics, and application insights. Easily collect data from sources and gain rich insights. For example, get CPU disk and memory utilization for your VMs and view applications and network dependencies across multiple VMs. Integrate these cloud monitoring tools with your existing service management solutions. You can opt for Azure automation, which will give you things like, update management. Need not to install a separate tool for it. No need to spend money on that. You can go ahead and do the patch management by yourself with the inbuilt Azure automation. You can track the changes. You can run the run book, save the money by turning off the machines which are not in use, or after a particular time you can turn off those machines. You can utilize the Azure automation to manage your environment to up to the so that you can optimize it better to use. Okay. All right. So, well, that's all about it. The migration flow and how actually it works. I hope it will help you to go ahead with the process. This is how it is. Discover, then do the assessment, do the migrate, do the optimization, secure and manage, and you're good to go. Well, thank you for watching and you have a good day. Bye bye.